Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Israeli military says a fourth soldier has died in a Hamas rocket attack in southern Israel and tells 100,000 Palestinians in the southern Gaza city Rafah to leave the area.
An invasion of Rafah has been promised for weeks. Israel's defense minister says it has to happen now because Hamas has rejected the latest offer of a truce. Israel insists it must attack Rafah to complete its goal of destroying Hamas. The US has been trying to ensure the attack doesn't happen without a plan to protect civilians. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Police in Los Angeles are called in to tear down a pro-Palestinian encampment on campus at the University of Southern California. USC student Sarah Shorenstein on Fox.
USC actually created a free speech zone for these students to be able to go to and politely ask them multiple times to go to this free speech zone as opposed to being on campus.
America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk now.
And it's about 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
And Kelly, she's got other obligations today dealing with the Special Olympics, I think.
Right. I think they're having something today.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
exactly
tried
what it is.
looking it up, but there was no information on their page. So.
Yeah, well, we're here at the show. It's brand new week here. Kind of like the first full week of May, right?
Right.
And I guess we missed it. But for those of you who are just waking up, who were celebrating yesterday, happy post Cinco de Mayo. Get up. How's that going to help your head?
We also missed the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
That was
Well, how do they
Saturday.
do that? Wait a minute. I can't.
yeah, I don't know.
There, I can do it one hand. I can't do it the other.
Whatever you're doing, I don't have a clue. For you folks out there watching YouTube and Facebook, good luck.
Yes.
We are WSME. If you're just new to the area, you happen to be tuning around and got lucky or unlucky, it's us, 7 or 9 a.m. each weekday, live and local real talk. We got a couple of hours here where we express our opinions. We throw in a few facts. We throw in some gibberish. We take your calls if you want to chat with us. And
We let you argue with us.
you listen to our lies. We'll listen to your lies. What do you think?
Well, okay. That sounds like
Whatever.
Let's start this week off good.
Okay, so I'm going to go into history a little bit.
Let's do history.
500,000 years ago.
500,000 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't think I was born yet.
You weren't.
No, okay.
500,000 years ago, the world at that time, as best we can tell, was kind of covered by ice. It was during the Ice Age.
All
And
right.
a lot of things happened during the Ice Age. Of course, killed all the dinosaurs, according to rumors. Some people say that's what carved the Grand Canyon, is ice flowing from the north, melting and coming on down this way, out there in the west. So that's one of the things. Another theory is, England used to be connected to Europe. The mainland of England was part of Europe.
Right.
I mean, literally, you could walk from one to the other, or ice skate. At this point in time, 500,000 years ago, if you could find a pair of skates, they were probably all sold out at Walmart. But they, that's the way things were. But then along comes this Ice Age, and that little body there that connected England with the rest of Europe, with France directly, it suddenly gave way. Suddenly, over a period of years, eons, whatever, it disappeared. So there became something that eventually became known as the English Channel.
Okay.
Following me so far?
I'm following you, yes.
Why is that important
Why is it?
today? Because on this date, 1994, there was a ceremony there presided over by England's Queen Elizabeth II and French President Francois Mitterrand. A rail tunnel under the English Channel officially opened on the date. It reconnected Britain and the European mainland for the first time since the Ice Age.
Wow.
The Channel Tunnel, it became known as Channel, connects Folkestone, England with Coquelles, France, 31 miles away. The Channel cut travel time between England and France to 35 minutes, and eventually between London and Paris to 2.5 hours.
I see.
Just just a short distance there. You know, I could have made it in my boat without too much problem, but so a lot of people have swum that channel. A lot have tried and failed, and a lot regretted it. And there were any number who didn't make it, never saw them again, I guess,
Never
or at least
surfaced.
they died.
Mm.
The channel runs underwater for 23 miles, an average depth of 150 feet below the seabed.
Wow.
I've been down to that deep.
Have you?
Yeah.
150 feet?
Yeah. You can't stay there very long, but I've been there. 147 is one of our regular dives in the Bonaire, but we don't stay. It's a, get down there, what we call a bounce dive, stay about 2 minutes and come back on up to reasonable depths.
You have to come up slowly, don't you?
Well, you don't
Very
have to,
slow.
but if you don't,
Yes.
things go bad for
I'm
you.
looking for the chamber after that.
About 30,000 people, 6,000 cars, and 3,500 trucks journey through the channel on passenger, shuttle, and freight trains every day.
Interesting.
3,500 trucks, 6,000 cars, individuals. Wow.
That's a lot of
On
traffic.
shuttle and freight trains. There are some passenger shuttle trains and then the freight trains, of course. Wow. That's a
very
whole lot of
interesting.
traffic going through
It
that
certainly
little
is.
tunnel. Wonder what happens when it's a flat tire.
You pray. Do you ever
Well,
been,
the cars are not doing that. They're just,
I'm sure you've been through the Chesapeake Bay Tunnel
Yes, I
many a
have.
time.
no, I've been there through, I think 3 times, but
What happens if somebody has a flat tire in there?
well, they got a little bit of maneuvering room.
I don't know. It was frightening.
What's even worse is if you ever have to turn your windshield wipers on in that tunnel, then there's a problem, right?
What? Yes. I've always been scared they would spring a leak or something while we were in there. To me,
Millions of tons of earth were moved to build the 2 rail tunnels, one for northbound, one for southbound traffic, and 1 service tunnel. 15,000 people were employed at the peak of construction. 10 people were killed during the construction phases. The first tunnel under the English Channel was actually planned back in 1802 by Napoleon's engineer. He envisioned an underground passage with ventilation chimneys that would stretch above the waves. Put long tunnels up, chimneys, and what tides come in. What happens when there's a hurricane? Heavy water in that area. They do get some heavy weather from time to time. In 1880, the first real attempt was made by Colonel Beaumont, who bore a tunnel more than a mile long before abandoning the project. He only had 30 miles to go. Other efforts followed in the 20th century, but none on the scale of the tunnels that were begun in June 1988, 1996, open for traffic, open for business. So they're good to go. $16 billion cost, roughly twice the original estimate. Go figure.
16 billion.
Over. Twice the original estimate. $8 billion over. The original was $8 billion, and it cost about $16 billion.
Interesting.
It was a year behind schedule. A year into the service, Eurotunnel announced a huge loss, one of the biggest in United Kingdom corporate history at the time, a scheme in which banks agreed to swap billions of pounds worth of loans for shares, saved the tunnel from going under, and it showed its first net profit only 3 years later, 1999. That's not bad. Not a lot of businesses show a profit within 3 years of
Sure.
an undertaking like this. I mean, first of all, how many people would I don't want to be the first. I don't want to be the second.
You want to be the first to go over the bridge in Baltimore when they rebuild it? Me either.
I can go under it, but I don't want to go over it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to be the first to travel that bridge anyway, but it's okay. I'm sure I can swim. So said some other folks there, unfortunately.
Braver.
They're about ready to get that thing reopened, I think.
They've got a big channel open now that's very, very deep,
Mhm.
and they're starting to move the big ships in and out.
That
Yesterday,
had to hurt Baltimore, the port.
Yesterday
Sure.
they were able to, well, not yesterday, a couple days ago, to take a small chunk of the bridge off the bow of the boat.
Mhm.
But I saw a bunch of pictures over the weekend of actual on the boat, and there is like the concrete road pavement is laying on the bow. There's so much more work to do to free that boat.
Wow.
But they did find the 5th victim.
Yeah, I heard that.
So
I
they
saw
have
that
one left
So,
now.
One to go.
Yes. But it's interesting watching. They have the biggest crane on the east. Watch that crane and the grabber, and it comes down these great big hooks and it's very interesting to watch the work.
Yeah.
What a lot of work to do. Whew.
Yeah, there's a lot to be done. Hey, a boat that you pointed out last week, some young people on board,
Some thugs.
some idiots down in Florida. They're running this really nice looking boat. It looks to be about a 30-footer, a couple of big engines on the back outboards. And I forgot what inlet were they hanging around? Boca Raton or something. Boca Bashers is what the name of the boat was. Some young college-age individuals. They experienced a kind of a wild, boozy weekend, according to the reports. They raced into the Atlantic Ocean from Lake Boca through South Florida's iconic Boca Raton Inlet. A YouTuber caught them on camera dumping full drums of empty bottles and garbage into the water. The video captured the
It's
trail of
disgusting.
floating debris after the party seekers zoomed off in their boat. An overhead drone pointed at the foot of the boat, at the front of the boat, recorded them waving and laughing.
Did you watch that actual
did.
boat trip?
I did.
Do you think they were boating a little recklessly?
Well, they just, I'm sure it wasn't their boat. It might have been a rich daddy.
Mama Daddy's.
It had triple outboards on it, big ones. And a lot of folks there, people who enjoy and protect our oceans and our beaches, we get really offended when idiots like this are out there. It doesn't take that much to offend me, but it has to be something significant. This is very significant. This looks like about a 55-gallon plastic drum first, and they've got stuff just pouring out. It looks
Yes.
beer bottles and all sort of good stuff. Trash.
Right.
These are a bunch of trashy people. They should have jumped over too.
I hope they get about a year's worth of community service of picking up trash along the road.
Along the beaches.
Yes, beaches
They
too.
should be out
Yes.
there, and
A
they should have to wear long pants and logger type shirts,
Yeah,
flannel shirts
flannel shirts.
in July.
Yes. Huh. I
This
like
is
that.
this is your law that you've
That's
been
right.
breaking. Now
Heavy
you're
boots.
gonna pay the consequences.
Yeah.
And your
that-
sign, you're gonna have to have a sign on you.
Right.
I'm trash.
I love it. I love it. No, you're right. Absolutely right. And I hope they get a long, long stint community service picking up trash. That was ridiculous. And they were laughing and carrying on like it was just so much fun.
Yeah, well, they don't care. They don't.
But
They're
you
gonna
know,
care.
They're going to get
I
down.
don't know whose boat that was, but if it was one of theirs, I should just go ahead and impound it. If it's one of their daddies, just go ahead and impound it, and
Good
it's a fine on them
idea.
for allowing idiots to use his boat.
Right. I'm going to tell you what, that has been my boat, and I'd seen my kids driving it like that.
Oh,
They'd never touch foot on it again.
nope. They would have a hard time.
It's a wonder that all those kids on there didn't have back issues after they came back into.
Bouncing like that?
Bouncing like that.
I don't want to do that either.
That's like
My boat will handle the seas, and that boat will handle the seas. But when you put it up there and try to make the bow go airborne and slam
Boy,
down,
they did.
that comes way down and way hard.
Yes.
I don't
It
have the
hurt me
desire to
just
do that.
watching it.
Yeah, it hurt me. I
Just
hope it hurt
watching
them.
it.
But
God,
that's beautiful
Lord.
water out there. Had triple outboards on the back of the motor. You can see just how clean that water is from the wake right behind it.
Right.
It's beautiful water. Been there. It's gorgeous water.
It
And
is.
for them
absolutely.
to trash it up like that, no.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to regret every bit of this.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, they'll pay the consequences, but do you think they're going to have any remorse whatsoever? Any one of them? I'd love
I
to hear
hope
them
they
in court.
do.
I
I
would
hope they do.
love to hear them when a judge gets hold of them.
I hope they take this
It is what it is.
and learn a lesson from it and make good use out of it.
Okay, y'all get ready now, calls.
Yeah.
I got a couple things to say.
No.
Coming up a little bit. Our number. Don't call until after I get through, because I can't take your calls when I'm talking. I can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. So I can't take your calls while I'm reading
Right.
and talking. Some of it I read from notes. Some of it I just talk. 910-333-0139. A few things irritated me over the weekend. One of them was an email that I got.
Oh, an email. Okay.
910-333-0139. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME, and we'll be right back.
97.1.
Liberty Mutual presents How to Be the Life of the Party.
Okay, first turn the music off, then ask for everyone's attention. Now, tell them that you customized your home insurance with Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. Boom! Now everyone knows you're not just a pretty face. You have some brains inside that face that know how to save hundreds on home insurance. Woo!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Based on recent survey of new customers who switched and saved. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't. Getting a new phone is easy. Come into Verizon and get one of our best phones on us with Select Trade-In on Unlimited Ultimate Plan. And get a plan that helps you save by only paying for what you need. Act now and get a brand new phone at your Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with your smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied for 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with the Jacksonville Heating Contractor Service Agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
In case you didn't know it, this is National Hurricane Center's Hurricane Preparedness Week. The NHC is offering a series of tips this week, only 3 weeks and 4 days away from the beginning of the Atlantic hurricane season on the 1st of June. The severe weather tips are brought to you each day by John Stars Electric, your one-stop shop for all of your electrical needs. Take action today to be better prepared should the worst happen. Understand your risk from hurricanes and begin preseason preparations now. Make sure you have multiple ways of receiving forecasts and alerts and know what to do before, during, and after a storm. It's important that the Hurricane Center lists this as their first tip of the week. Have a NOAA weather radio. That's one of the things. They're inexpensive and reliable. Cellular alerts will be sent, but can be delayed for 15 minutes or more. NOAA weather radio alerts are instantaneous. The signals coming to you from the National Weather Service are traveling at 186,000 miles per second. That is the speed of light. They are a direct link to the National Weather Service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. While you're in the planning stages, you might think about having a member of the John Stars team come to your home to see exactly what will handle your need for electricity when the commercial power is interrupted one day. You may want a system that handles your entire home, but you may be able to get by with something a little smaller just to get through the emergency. Now is the time to power up your life with a standby Generac generator from John Stars Electric. It's all turnkey. You won't have to do a thing, and it's worry-free. John Stars Electric, 910-989-1908. We'll be right back with your weather forecast after these commercials.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. The Cub Cadet Ultimate Sales Event is here. Now through May 18th, save on select Cub Cadet lawnmowers, including both gas and battery-powered zero-turns and lawn tractors. The Cub Cadet Ultimate Series, which includes both lap bar and steering wheel models with heavy-duty mowing decks available in a variety of sizes designed to deliver a premium cut. And Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Don't wait. The Ultimate Sales Event ends May 18th. Head to Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and excellent service. Offer valid 4/14/24 through 5/18/24. Participating Cub Cadet dealers online at cubcadet.com. Prices may vary by retailer, may not be combined with any other discount or offer, does not apply to prior purchases. Other restrictions apply. Void where prohibited.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, Marine Forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville. Anxiety can keep us awake at night. That's just one of the things. Did we lock the doors? Are the dogs and the cats inside? I don't know about you, but I've gone to bed only to have to get up to check a few things that I thought I had checked before I went to bed, but I wasn't sure. Have you done that?
Yes, just the other night.
That might be normal for many of us, but there are extreme circumstances where you're always worried that there's something you should have done, but you can't remember exactly what it was. And you let it bug you all day. It can interfere with your lifestyle. It can interfere with your work. It can affect your relationship with your spouse, your kids, and your friends. You might want to get a little help from someone who can help you through your anxiety, your fears. Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville has a staff of trained counselors with a lot of experience, whether it's anxiety, depression, extreme fears of the unknown, of the future. Give them a call to schedule an appointment. You got issues in the family with drugs? Give them a call. They can help. Community Prevention Services also accepts most insurance plans. Call them today, 910-353-0972. They're conveniently located at 918 Henderson Drive in Jacksonville. Again, the number, write this one down, 910-353-0972. Offshore today, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet. Waves are going to be coming from the southeast, about 3 feet tall every 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop tomorrow. Southwesterly winds 15 to 20, gust up to 25 in the afternoon, a little more dicey. Seas 3 to 4 feet. The waves will be coming from the south, 4 footers at 5 seconds, and easterly later in the afternoon, 2 footers at 10 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy. Wednesday, southwesterly winds 15 to 20 knots, seas 3 to 5 feet. Sounds and rivers choppy.
Okay, today we have a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny with a high near 82. South wind 5 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 66. Southwest wind 7 to 9 miles per hour and chance of precipitation is 40%. Tuesday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 86. And Wednesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 91. So it's going to be a little rocky weather this week. There's a chance every day of a few showers or thunderstorms. And of course, it's heating up too.
Well, that way I don't have to water my garden. And my garden's growing good.
Oh,
yeah, it's coming on strong. Got to keep some of those bugs out of there, though. I
Glad
started
your
working on them.
garden's doing good because mine has not even started yet.
Oh, really?
I'm going to start it hopefully today.
Oh, you mean you haven't even planted?
No, hopefully this afternoon. Yeah, I know. I've been lax.
You prod.
I know. I'm never this late. Never. I'm only about 3 weeks later than what I usually do. So
I went most of the weekend without spending a lot of time watching television news. I didn't read much, if anything, on social media, or as I call it, socialist media these days. I haven't read the normal blow-by-blow accounts on internet news sites either, and I was happy. Along comes Sunday. But I had to play a little catch-up because I had to talk about something today. Had to figure out something to talk about today, right?
Okay.
So I started looking, scanning, going through the stuff. I'm going to Holly Ridge, first of all. Just a week ago, Lee and I had the chance to sit around, walk the streets of this quaint but rapidly expanding town.
Yes.
By the way, it had a population of around 1,200 in 2010 and over 3 times that in 2020, almost 4 times that in 2020. We chatted with a lot of very happy people there. The town had been named as the 201st bee community in all of these United States of America, an honor to say the least. A group of the town's citizens thought it would be a good thing to have a festival, a street festival, to allow the people to get together and just be together. Sounded like a good place to see folks, and Lee and I saw quite a few of them. Mm-hmm. Not so many politicians, and that was good. The mayor did show up in the afternoon for a few minutes. A couple town councilmen were there, one for a very short period of time. The retired sheriff of Onslow County, he was there, Hans Miller, and a slew of regular folks visiting the booths set up by vendors along the streets. One street.
One street, yes.
Sound Road.
Mm-hmm.
Weather was absolutely
gorgeous.
Chamber of Commerce, picture perfect weather.
Yes.
Seemingly everyone had a good time. By 12:30, the thing kicked off at 10. And by 12:30, 2.5 hours into the 5-hour event, to everyone's surprise, 600 gallons of honey that had been brought in had been sold. It was gone.
I didn't get any honey that day.
Those bees have got to work a little bit harder, I guess. That's a testament of a successful event. After the meeting, I attended Saturday. Had nothing to do with Holly Ridge, by the way. I was at a meeting this past Saturday. Had not a thing to do with Holly Ridge, except that a couple of folks at the meeting live at the Ridge. And I talked to them on the radios a couple, 3 nights a week. So you can figure out where I was. So then I learned that a very special meeting has been called by the town council to talk about what was published on the town's Facebook page as, quote, internal debriefing of the bee festival that was given to the mayor and town council.
What?
It was an internal debriefing of the bee festival provided to the mayor and the town council. Okay, so the notice mentioned what was termed as, quote, staff concerns listed in the summary. Did not tell what those staff concerns were, and I don't know who the staff is.
Who did the debriefing?
Don't know.
Okay.
Kind of curious what concerns there could be there. So I was being curious, nosy, like me. And I went back first to the town minutes where one or more people thought the event should have been held across US 17 at the fire station. That was back earlier this spring. That meeting was in March after invitations were sent out to vendors already and plans had been pretty much made. But a couple of people wanted it, including at least 1 or 2 of the folks on town council, said, why don't they have this thing across the street at the fire station, regardless of all the plans you've already got set up? So then I called the chairman of the Bee Festival, Dorothy Royal, since I know her. She was a little surprised that this apparent special meeting was called for tomorrow afternoon. She could not answer my question about the need for an event that was needed why this event needed such immediate attention that could not be put on the agenda for the next regular meeting 1 week later, a week from tomorrow. There's a regular scheduled meeting a week from tomorrow, regularly scheduled.
Right.
Now, I don't know what the agenda is, but I'm pretty sure it's not overloaded so much that they can't talk about this, whatever they called it, this event, this debriefing with staff concerns. I'm pretty sure they could find some time to talk about it during a regular meeting and not call a special meeting. But maybe, just maybe, one of the vendors stole a piece of the roadway or a section of the sidewalk, and that's what the special meeting's all about. Maybe that's what happened.
I'm at a loss for words here.
I do have a question that
all right.
If we actually cover news stories, that's a question that I would ask. We don't cover news stories, folks. We wait for the newspaper to do it, then we react.
Right.
Do the council members, the mayor, or the town staff, these people who attend these special meetings, get paid to attend?
No.
How do you know?
Well, all right, say that again.
Do members of the town council or the mayor,
right,
or do members of the town staff that have to attend these special meetings, are they paid to attend that special meeting on top of what they're already paid?
I would think it would be included in their salary. I don't know how Holly Ridge does.
If they are paid staffers and they're not paid extra, are they given comp time for being there? By the way, in my book, comp time is the same thing as getting paid. Because if you get comp time, then you're not working at another time when you're supposed to be working. Is that the way you understand comp time?
Yes.
Okay. So, so you are getting paid extra.
Well, sort of. Yeah. I guess you could say that. But if you're elected to be a town council member, you're elected to be mayor. You're elected to be.
So you have to show up at special meetings and don't get
That's
any
all
extra
part
pay?
of it. I
You
mean, the way.
Are you sure?
I can't say for sure, but I know the way, like maybe one of the commissioners listening and they'll call in. Okay, county commissioner, you get so much per year.
Mm-hmm.
Does that cover every single meeting, or is that to include special meetings? Is that to include when you have to go to a budget meeting?
That's my question.
That's Royce, if you're listening, call. I like
Well, we
to
don't
know.
know about
But
whatever happens with the county. What
That's
does that
true,
happen
but
with the city?
maybe that will help give us some insight onto how it works.
These are
at
just a
other
couple of
levels.
questions from an old geezer. I'm the old geezer.
Well, okay.
The meeting is at 4:00 tomorrow.
I'm starting to get irked
hold on,
here. Go
hold on.
ahead.
The meeting is at 4:00 tomorrow.
That's during work hours.
I've got 4 hours to go until the sun goes down. Still plenty of time for me to get there and get
We
back
should go.
before dark.
We should go. Where's this meeting at?
Holly Ridge Town Hall.
Town hall.
Hmm.
Is that near the police department?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know where it's at. That's where
Right
I
down
parked.
Town Road.
That's where I parked.
Did you notice any traffic issues? Somebody brought up in advance at one of the earlier meetings, well, what happens if a drunk driver comes speeding through there and the police are chasing him? Well, the road was blocked off. Police car was at the end of it.
You've got to be kidding me. This irks me. I will say this. I was there. You were there.
Yep. For the whole time.
For the whole
I was there
time.
before 9 o'clock.
It was probably the
It was.
day that I have had in a long time.
Because
Very-
the vendors were happy. I talked to them and the people were happy. Oh, they were just pleased as punch.
Everyone we talked to was happy and they were pleasant. And we just sat there for hours watching people walk up and down.
Yeah, I talked to the
People-
mayor for the few minutes he was there, and he said that,
came to our table.
this kind of surpassed what other people thought was going to happen.
It
Well,
was.
because it went over very well.
I didn't see any issues at all.
Did you see any protest? Anybody
I saw
waving
no
Palestinian
protest.
flags or anything like
The
that?
section of road that they had closed off was a very small section of road. It was like one block, I would
Mhm.
think.
Two to blow.
You know, and then it went around into the parking lot of a business there, and people were parking. I didn't see any parking. People were
I didn't have
parking
any
everywhere.
complaints. I had nobody come up to me.
Ain't
When
nobody
we were
complained.
wearing our WSME
Yes, we
stuff
were.
live and local, so they knew who we were, so they
Right.
could come and complain, which people do if there's a
Right.
problem. It's one of the things, one of the curses about identifiable when you're out in public sometimes. But anyway,
Well,
nobody complained to me.
The food trucks were doing
Yeah.
well. People were buying food. Like you say, they sold out of all the honey by noontime because I was going to get some. And we were told, nope, it's all gone. I was like, what?
Put those
So-
bees to work, y'all.
And I know it. It was just a beautiful day. Everybody was laid back. I didn't see anybody angry. Even the people working the festival were happy. And I thought it was for their very first festival. I thought it was excellent.
Yeah.
And look, no matter what you do, you could be on your 10th year of a festival. Something may occur. Well, maybe next year we ought to do this a little different. You always find something that you might want to change or do a little different the following year. But I'm
I
telling you,
just want to know who did the debriefing.
I thought it
since
was
the,
a great
Dorothy Royal
event.
was in charge of this festival. Looks like I would have known something, or she would have known something.
Do you think this is more of a personal thing than it is?
Given the town's history and that council's history, absolutely.
Well, I'm here to say I enjoyed it. I thought it
Mhm.
was wonderful.
One guy
well done.
earlier during the spring, he actually attacked one of the council people, claiming that the council person worked for Dorothy Royal, whether he got paid for it or not. No, he doesn't work for Dorothy Royal. As he pointed out later in that same meeting, he wrote an article for the newspaper that she owns, the Topsail Times.
Right.
He wrote an article, as so many other people have, as I have. A lot of people write stories and stuff for them. He wrote one.
This
He
meeting.
doesn't work for them. He's got other jobs, as he
This
pointed out.
meeting's tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, 1600, y'all.
City Hall.
Let's get some buses and go.
I'm
appalled.
I am appalled too, and I'm kind of irked because I thought it was well done, well put together, well done. People were happy. This is something for the residents of Holly Ridge. I mean, we saw people we never even we didn't know. I'm like, where are these people from?
Is this just
They're
something
Holly
because-
Ridge residents.
Well, we ain't never done it that way before, so we ain't gonna do it like
How do you
do it our
know?
way.
Well, how do you? Well, it's their first time. How
And
would you know?
the town did not step up to the plate to begin with. A festival committee was organized,
Right,
and they done it.
right.
I saw the police chief. I'd met him before by telephone,
Yes.
but I knew his daddy way back
Right.
when.
And they had lots of officers
No
there
issues
walking.
there.
No
Officers were
issues.
answering questions, and they were helping people. They were approaching people. I saw
Very
I saw
personable.
a couple of them standing in front of us, actually offering. Well, they were asked, "Hey, can you take our picture, or can I get a picture with you?" Yes. They were
Yes.
accommodating.
Very accommodating. There was not one frown. Not one frown.
I didn't see
I
any.
thought, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go on the side of it was a great event. It was put together well. I think they did a fabulous job.
It went
I'm
over
glad I
very
was
well
there.
in spite of the town council. You're live and local
That's
Real Talk
crazy.
on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of these specials and many more at your locally owned and operated Richlands Piggly Wiggly, where good things cost less. Down home, down the street, Highway 24 in Richlands. T-bone steak is only $9.99 a pound. Half-cut bone-in strip loin, $10.99 a pound. How about boneless chuck roast, just $4.99 a pound. Thick-cut boneless pork chops are only $2.99 a pound. Boneless fried breast is only $1.99 a pound. And enjoy down-home country cooking and their deli 7 days a week in the store. Dine in or take out, featuring hot, fresh chicken that will make you smile. Country breakfast starts at 5:30 a.m. daily at your Richlands Piggly Wiggly Deli and is home to the famous Merle Bowl. You can also take advantage of the fast-friendly pharmacy located inside the Richlands Piggly Wiggly. Richlands Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street, where good things cost less. Highway 24 Richlands. Remember, save big with the pig. When it comes to paint supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people had depended on Jacksonville's premier paint store, CNS Paint, for all their painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge and helping with a particular paint project. CNS Paint, with locations in Jacksonville at 6 Stars Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive, Morris City. CNS Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality PPG paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. PPG's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality PPG paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit CNS Paint, 6 Stars Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, or 105 Wayne Drive in Morris City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. CNS Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Vacation season is here. That means fishing and fun. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Domestic and foreign car truck repair and guarantee only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple load, tune up, or just getting your ride ready for a getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Court Road, in the friendly city by the sea in Swansboro. Again, for Battlefield Automotive, call 910-325-0828.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
We're back, live and local real talk. There's something else. The email that I got yesterday, well, actually, it apparently came in over the weekend, or could have been last Friday after we got off the air. First time I checked my email was yesterday after Friday about 9:05. That was pretty good. I had some R&R away from all that stuff.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And text messages I generally don't get when I'm like that. My phone's quiet for text messages,
Right.
so I don't get them. If
You're
the
not a
people
big
that
texter.
call me on the phone, my phone goes ringy, 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 answer your phone, and I do.
Yeah, I learned that's the best way to get up with you is just call you. You're not a big texter.
Nope.
Which I understand. That's
Well,
not a problem.
if I want text, that's just to provide information that, like an address or a telephone number or
Right.
something that I don't want to write down while
Right.
I'm driving down the highway. If you want to text me a number for that, that's cool. Some definite information that doesn't require me to say
Right.
or
Right.
no,
Right.
because I'm probably not going to reply at that
Right.
time. I'll get to the number sooner or later.
I'm sad
And
now.
if you really want me to have the information, call me and tell me you're sending me a text with specific information in it.
I'm still sad over this Holly Ridge thing.
Well, it's a little irritating, and I don't know why. I mean, with the work that was put into this thing, and as well as it came off, as far as we know, now
Right.
there's the town council may have got some kind of, what was that thing they called it? Internal debriefing. Okay, an internal debriefing of the Beef Festival. That you would think that the Beef Festival chairperson would know something about that. And I haven't heard from Dorothy Royal about whatever this internal debriefing was, but apparently it was provided to the mayor and town council.
I'm gonna take
Staff concerns listed in the community.
staff concerns. There were so many people working it, and we were real.
They came from everywhere.
I can't wait.
They came from Hampstead, Jacksonville,
Yes, they
Sneads
did.
Ferry. There were people from Holly Ridge and whole surrounding area.
Well, look,
And I don't even know that they got any publicity except from us.
I'm irked now. I'm so irked. I hope that this all proves to be very positive, their debriefing.
It said concerns.
Concerns. It was too positive.
Who
It was
knows?
I'm sorry, but we were there.
Staff concerns
We were
listed in
there
the summary.
from before it started till after it finished. I saw nothing.
I wonder when those staff concerns were actually written, if there are any. Were they written before the festival or after the festival?
If it, well, see, that's what I'm saying.
I
This
hope they've
sounds
been
more like a
dated.
personality thing.
I hope they were dated, but I guarantee you that if they were, they would be changed before 4:00 tomorrow.
Well, we saw two city council members out. They were right in front of us the whole day.
Yeah.
They acted like they were
One of
having
them was
a great
having a
time.
blast. I think he could have been on the B committee. I don't know.
Yeah, they came. Well, I think they were, and they came over and
Well,
talked to
one
us.
was
and-
not that I know of.
Well, they acted like, from what I
Because one
saw,
of
they
them
were
was
having.
supposed to it in the beginning.
They were having a good time. They had a great time.
Should have
Come
had a
over,
good time.
talk to us. Very positive. So, I don't know. We're going to have to follow this.
Okay, we'll take a break now. At the top of the hour, I got the other thing that I got to talk about.
Oh no.
This is going to be politics, y'all.
Okay.
And
I'm still worked up from the first.
it's going to be political. So get your stuff ready.
Yes.
You can call afterwards. Not a
Don't
problem.
forget to go out and vote today.
This
Polls
is your last week to pre-vote.
8 to 7:30.
Oh, they
I've
moved
been
it to
saying
7:30.
5:30.
I
It's
thought
been
it-
7:30.
7:30 the whole time?
Yeah, I went back
Okay.
into the Board of Elections. I could have sworn it was 5:30, but it's 7:30. So
Okay.
8 a.m. to 7:30, Monday through Friday. Saturdays 8 to 3, and then the
And
polls will all 24.
There's only one
open.
Saturday left.
Only one
There's only
Saturday
5
left.
days to vote left, plus a
That's right.
Saturday.
That's right. I still haven't voted yet.
I haven't either, but the polls open. The voting place opens at 8 o'clock, about
Right,
7 or
Board
8
of
minutes from now.
Elections.
So get on down there.
And let me-
We need to probably do this. Not many people have voted as of last week. So
Right.
this is your last week to vote early.
And
If you can't make it on was it the 14th? Yeah, the 14th, next Wednesday, Tuesday, sorry. If you can't make it on next Tuesday, be sure you get out there between now and then. You can go to the Board of Elections site. That's in the Georgetown area of Jacksonville. If you don't want to do that, make sure you know where your polling place is, because
this
your
is
polling
horrible.
place will be the only one that you can vote at on the 14th.
Through May 2nd,
That's
126 people
That was
voted.
last Wednesday, I think.
No, May 2nd? No.
So Thursday through last
Yeah,
Thursday.
They haven't updated yet for Friday, Saturday. 126 people voted. Come on, Onslow County. This is important.
There are 2 races on our ballot. They're runoffs.
Lieutenant governor
Uh-huh.
and state auditor.
And now it's both Republicans. So
Yes.
only the Republicans and those people like
Unaf-
me who voted, if you're an independent, if you're unaffiliated and you voted on the Republican in the Republican primary
Yes.
as a Republican or voted for with a Republican ballot, then
Right.
you can vote.
That's right.
If you voted Democrat or anything else, you cannot vote in this election, this primary
right.
runoff. Okay. It is a primary
Mhm.
runoff. So all Republicans, whether you voted or not in the primary back in March, all independents who voted in the primary, y'all can vote today through Friday from 8 until 7:30 each day, Saturday from 8 until 3 o'clock.
I would hate to see a good candidate lose this election because people didn't go out and vote.
I would just hate to see us not go out and be represented.
Mhm.
We need, it'd be a shame to have us as, oh, you only got 3 digits of people voting in Onslow County.
Right.
So, you know what, when I'm in office, I don't think I need to pay a whole lot of attention to Onslow County, do I? Huh? Since y'all don't really care enough to go out and vote.
Right.
That is the way it happens at times, people. If our county is not heard from, we don't necessarily get the same recognition or consideration when it comes time.
Well, thank goodness we have Senator Lazara because
Yeah.
he's always right on
Yeah.
it. But you know what? You've got to be able to keep him in there.
Yep. got that right.
Voting is important. I think we had one more commercial, did we? We talked
Apparently
over it?
not.
Oh, well, we're caught up.
I thought we did too, but nope, we got it all done.
Well, we're great then.
Uh,
So you're gonna start your other one? You're gonna wait till after 8?
Let's see if there's anything. There are some other things going on.
If
We
not,
probably
I've
need to
got a
talk.
crazy story for you going back
Is
to
this
Florida.
about this woman?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hear that one.
Oh, okay. Let me bring it up on my page here. Okay. A Florida woman was arrested over the weekend after she had allegedly broke into a neighbor's home while she was naked and left her children unattended at her home.
Okay, so she get naked.
She
These
got-
are kids at home,
Yeah.
asleep, I presume, or alone anyway.
Right.
How old were the kids?
Did not say.
Okay, so she
But
left
she's
them
24,
home.
so
Well, they're young.
right.
So she left some young'uns, really young'uns, and got naked and went to a neighbor's house
Yeah, she's charged with burglary.
and broke in.
Yes, criminal mischief
So it wasn't like she was invited to come over naked.
and child neglect. Oh, where's the indecent exposure charges?
Well, that gets a little complicated depending upon where you are. That state, I have no clue.
Says for noon Wednesday.
Noon
Yeah. For noon Wednesday on a weekday, hump
in the
day.
middle of the day.
Hump day, and she was naked. To a home on Northwest Huntsboro Street to a report of a burglary in process.
Was anybody at home?
Yes, the victim was on the phone with the 911 dispatch when Blunt broke a window near the front door.
Well, why was he on the phone?
He was calling 911.
Before she broke in.
No, as she was breaking a window near the front door and entered the home. She had tried several of the other doors and could not get in. So the victim went ahead and called 911. And during the telephone call, this woman broke a window and was able to enter in through the door. All right. After officers approached her front door, they located Blunt, nude and bleeding from injuries she sustained while breaking the window and entering the home.
Folks.
Of course, she was transported to the local hospital and later released from the hospital and booked into the Columbia County Jail without bond.
Well, did she have any drugs on her? Ha, ha, ha. She was naked. That answer would be no.
She lived in a nearby home and left her 2 young children unsupervised at home while she broke into the neighbor's house, resulting in the child neglect charge.
You're going to assume that those children were preschoolers.
They were found safe and later turned over to a family member. That is bizarre. Why would you go naked?
We don't know the history.
Right, we don't. But could you imagine somebody trying to break into your house and they were naked?
Ugh.
No. That's what I said. Ugh.
Nope. So the neighbor was a male, right?
It did not say.
Uh-huh.
I would think on a Wednesday morning, it was a noontime, it was probably a female.
Could be either one.
Could have been a teenager. Who knows?
Yeah.
That whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, the world is crazy. Recent anti-war protests are often portrayed as a spontaneous uprising of student indignation against the Gaza war, but that ain't true. They're finding out more and more.
Of course.
Behind these young so-called idealists is an organized movement of leftists who want to spread disorder and whose candid strategy is to defy school administrators and police to achieve their radical goals. That's an opinion from the Wall Street Journal, an opinion echoed by me and also stated by me on several occasions over the last couple of weeks.
We kept saying.
With all the obvious signs of money here, from the signs that are printed, they're not cheap, to all of the plywood that these people had been buying or had been provided, to all of the paid disorganizers, the antagonists that travel from place to place to place to organize these protests, to participate in, to egg on the students. And they've reached people at a very impressionable age who think that they know what's going on in the world, but when they don't know what's going on in the world, these people will give them their version of it. They have no clue. They're clueless.
No, they're clueless. Yes, they're clueless. The whole thing has been, it's ridiculous.
Kids, children, while you're know-it-all, they're in school, why don't you just quit school, go get a job, because you're already smarter than you're going to be when you graduate, at least in your mind. You're live in Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME. We'll be right back after news.
WSME, Champlain, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 100,000 Palestinians, many already displaced, are ordered by the Israeli military to leave the eastern part of Rafah in Gaza.
Israel released flyers there saying the IDF is about to operate with force against the terror organizations in the area they currently reside. Anyone in the area puts themselves and their family members in danger.
Fox's Alex Hogan. 3 people are detained in connection to the death of an American and 2 Australians in Mexico.
The remains of the 3 tourists were discovered 50 feet down a well in Mexico's Baja California. Police say thieves stole the men's truck for its tires, shot them dead, then dumped their bodies. American Jack Carter Road, along with Australian brothers Jake and Callum Robinson, had been on a camping surfing trip.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Police say 1 man confessed to shooting the tourists when they resisted the robbery. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, it's back to the courthouse we go today, at least for Donald Trump and company. They kick off the 4th week?
I believe it's 4.
Fairly full 3rd week last week. Key witnesses testifying, thousands of dollars in fines against Trump, possibility of additional fines and maybe some jail time if he continues doing what the DA and the judge is accusing him of doing. He's under a gag order. He's not supposed to go out and talk about the case, and at least not the judge and his family and the prosecutors and their family, the jurors and their families, and the witnesses and their families. He's not supposed to be able to go out there and do that. And therefore, that kind of kills his campaign, right? Because that's what he does best. And to keep him tied up in trial for 3 weeks now and going into a fourth week at the beginning of the height of the campaign season, because he's running for president, as anybody out there in the world knows, that's kind of odd. It's kind of odd. They waited several years to get this far. And if they had all of this information several years ago, why didn't they bring charges then and get on with the program? Just questioning, just curious. Okay, now my turn, all right?
All right. Go ahead.
Second thing that got my attention when I read my emails. Imagine trying to catch up, delete, or set aside several hundred emails that I had not touched since last Friday about 9 o'clock. Took me a while. One that I came across almost hit the dump pile, but I decided to take a quick look-see first. It got kind of interesting for me, and if you're a guy like me. Donnie, that's Donald, by the way, has complained a lot about the mess that he's in being politically motivated. We've heard that from him a lot, right?
Right.
Nothing more than an effort, he says, to keep him from being reelected in November. A bunch of people out there have agreed with him, including some Democrats who have reluctantly said that it just doesn't seem right. In particular, Trump and the others said that it's unfair that the Department of Justice, along with Democrat-controlled similar entities in several states, have been plotting, they say, to keep Trump from being able to campaign Trump style, whether you like it or not, by the way, he has a style, and that it certainly seems like this is election interference. That's Trump's claim. That's a lot of the claim of a lot of people who also support Trump.
That's right.
Most of the time I read or listen to these complaints, and while I can see their points, I can also understand, and I support the notion that no one is above the law. The longer this goes on, the more concerned I get about the appearances. Then my email came to me. It's from the 314 Action Fund group.
I don't know.
I didn't even know about them. According to them, 314 Action is a nonprofit progressive political action committee that seeks to elect what they call STEM-educated Democrats to higher office in the United States. Basically, it wants more sign those who support abortion.
All right.
In their email, 314, if I may call them by their first name, says that Elise Stefanik, the fourth highest-ranking House Republican, is seeking a probe against Special Counsel Jack Smith as part of the latest GOP attempt to derail Trump's criminal trials. Certainly not untrue. Continuing, though, Trump and his closest allies have been ramping up their attacks against Jack Smith, going as far as calling for him to be investigated himself and have his entire team defunded. They're doing this for two reasons, they say: to do anything in their power to delay Trump's trials until after November and to continue to erode public faith with the legitimacy of his eventual trial. That's what this group is saying that the Democrats are doing. Then they ask a series of questions of me.
Right.
Do you hold a favorable opinion of Special Counsel Jack Smith, who is spearheading the two most important investigations into Donald Trump? Yes, no, or whatever. Okay. Do you agree with Jack Smith and Liz Cheney that Trump's trials should be conducted before Election Day, given that the outcome of said trials could decide the outcome of the presidential election? That's the first one that really got me going.
Right.
I see politically motivated in that question. Do you not see that?
Well, that's what we've been saying.
Whether or not Trump's trials are held, they write, before the election could swing the outcome of multiple swing states, current polling shows. Do you believe the Supreme Court would be unfairly helping Donald Trump if they agreed to his request to delay his trials? Huh? If this is not about as blatant
Political.
as the reason.
Well,
Another
let
one.
me ask you this, real quick. Let me interject. how can you say Trump got elected 2024, became the president January 2025?
Mhm.
How can you be taking him to court on this stuff? How can you take a sitting president and take him into a state court over charges? He paid off
A hooker?
A hooker. The whole thing is bizarre. It's all political, in my opinion.
Do you
if he
believe-
did wrong, he did wrong. But come on.
Do you believe if Donald Trump is convicted of a serious crime that he should be ineligible to hold the office of the presidency? Okay.
Here we go.
Would you please define serious crime to me?
Right.
Murder, I'll give you that.
Right.
Rape's another one.
Right.
Conspiracy to undermine
The government.
The government.
Right.
Insurrection.
Yes.
If he's convicted of something like that, should he be ineligible to hold the office of the presidency? Is there any word that says that?
I was just going to ask you, you're going to rewrite the Constitution? Are you in favor of rewriting the Constitution? I'm not.
Did you know that 314 Action is actively working with the massive voter contact campaign to reach hundreds of thousands of swing voters in House districts? So this is a quote from them. We can flip the House and defeat Donald Trump. Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, Liz Cheney, and Jen Psaki all agree. They say Trump has a pathway to victory. But if everyone pitches in, here it comes, we can defeat him. Double your impact. Would you chip in as little as $10 or more so we can keep our voter contact programs up and running so we can defeat Trump once and for all and flip the House blue? The answers are yes. The possibilities are yes. I can give $5 because we must hold Republicans accountable.
Right.
Next one. Yes, I can give $18, our average donation, by right, because this will take all of us pitching in. Yes, the third one. And I can give more. Large gifts are the reason we're able to make critical early investments to recruit and train scientists running for office.
Now, see, you say that. I get the same thing, only though from the Republican side.
They both do it.
And let me see.
And I take offense at it. That's why I'm an unaffiliated, independent
Let me
jerk.
see the last. Okay, here's the last one I got. Don Jr.'s from Don Jr. The NRSC is asking for you to confirm your GOP voting status. Here's an encrypted and unique link. So you click on that, and it's from WinRed. Confirm Republican voting status. You've got to go in there and fill out. Do you agree only United States citizens should be allowed to vote in our elections?
Yes.
Are you an American citizen?
Yes.
Can you prove your American citizenship?
Yes.
Please confirm your zip code.
No.
Did you vote in the 2022 midterm elections? If you voted, what state did you vote in? How did you cast your vote in 2022?
Go look it up, idiots.
Do you want free and fair elections? Do you identify as a Republican?
Do I identify as a male?
Let's not go
Yes,
there.
I am. And
Do
I was
you
born
believe
one.
voters should be required to show photo ID?
Yes.
Do you believe Joe Biden should resign?
No, and no.
Do you
Look
think
at the
our
alternative.
country, do you think our country was better off under President Trump or Biden?
Yes.
Do you support free speech?
Yeah. Well, as long as it's legal.
Do you believe big tech is censoring Republicans?
That's that's a far
Right.
stretch.
Which issue concerned you the most before the 2022 midterm elections?
Southern border.
Which issue concerns you the most before this 2024 presidential election?
Southern border.
Can we count on you to give $10 to
Nope.
ensure Senate Republicans can fight back against Joe Biden and his extremist Democrats in
Nope.
the
They
Senate?
can vote. They can vote without my $10.
See, so we're, I mean, I get these 3-4 times a day, and I'm constantly going in there and hitting stop.
Oh, I've done that.
But
too,
it just goes to another level. You know, you sell your soul as soon as you put your phone number on a voter registration.
Absolutely.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
910-333-0139. Let's see. Yeah, we got a dog barking outside. Wants to come in and say, hey.
it's two of them.
They can both come in.
All right.
As long as they behave. Okay, why don't we go ahead and take a break, get some people a chance to call in if they so desire. Maybe they're gathering their thoughts together. I think, maybe if you don't want to answer, don't want to talk about that, let's see if I can give you a question. I don't have anything that I can offer you right now, but I want you to tell me, some of you guys who listen to this station and to older music, like the stuff that this station plays and the stuff that I like to hear.
Right.
What was the first song to hit number one that stayed there for 10 weeks on the Billboard's Top 100? It was in those days. I think it's Top 200 now. But anyway, on the 100, what was the first song to hit double digits for the number of weeks? It was number one, not the number of weeks it took that was on the charts total, but the number of weeks that it stayed at number one when it first hit double digits. That would be 10 for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying. 10. 10. That's double digits, right?
Right.
910. I don't have anything to give you, but I might find a T-shirt if you tell me you want to come by and get it. 910-333-0139. You're live and local Real Talk. Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1.
Job, full-time, part-time, Il Chino Italiano Restaurants, you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Scarborough.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Onslow County Motor Company asks you to join them in remembering those that gave their all to preserve our most prized possession, our freedom, this Memorial Day, May 27th. If you are looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best in making your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand selected and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles, with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, or Terry. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model. Financing? Well, Zeke will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends. Phone 910-355-7066. Onslow County Motor Company asks you to join them in honoring those that made the ultimate sacrifice this Memorial Day, May 27th.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store located in downtown Maysville on Main Street. Yes, downtown Maysville, Piggly Wiggly, where good things cost less, down home down the street. T-bone steak, $9.99 a pound. Half-cut bone-in strip loin, just $10.99 a pound. How about boneless chuck roast, just $4.99 a pound. Thick, cut, boneless pork chops, $2.99 a pound. Boneless fry breast is only $1.99 a pound. Whole boneless pork loin is also just $1.99 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your Maysville Piggly Wiggly, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, first of the season, Vidalia onions, just $2.99 for a 3-pound bag. Yellow, white, or bicolored corn is only 39 cents an ear. North Carolina grown fresh strawberries, just $2.99 for a 1-pound package. Sweet grape tomatoes are only $1.99 a pint. How about whole, seedless, refreshing watermelons? Just $5.99 each. And you get 2 2-liter size Coke or Sprite for just $4. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store located in downtown Maysville on Main Street, where good things cost less. Remember, say big with the pig.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And our Marine forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services. Anxiety can keep all of us awake at night. You know, I've laid there and said, "Oh God, did I close the door? Did I lock the back door?" We've got so many doors around here. Sometimes I get up and go check.
Yeah, I got up yesterday and found out.
Okay, let me count heads. Okay, there's Robbie. There's Shockwave.
Yeah.
There's Jake. Where's the cat?
Right.
I've done that. So where's the cat? Last night, just as I got up to go to bed, I looked, okay, everybody, but the door's open, the one with the doggy door. I said, well, let me just check the porch first. There he was.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Evan was hanging out there on the couch on the porch. It was nice. The
Yes,
weather was
that was
good.
nice.
I can't leave him out there all night. I don't know about you, but I've gone to bed only to get up, check on a bunch of different things that I thought I had checked, but I wasn't sure. I don't think I've ever left the stove on that long. I have left it on a couple times.
Yes.
But I usually turn it off. Remember, it might be normal for many of us, but there are extreme circumstances where you're always worried that there's something you should have done, but you can't remember exactly what it was. And you let it bug you all day or all night. It can interfere with your lifestyle, your sleep. It can interfere with your work. It can affect your relationships with your spouse, your kids, your friends. You might want to get a little help from someone who can help you through your anxiety and your fears. Community Prevention Services of Jacksonville has a staff of trained counselors with a lot of experience. Whether it's anxiety, depression, extreme fears of the unknown, a lot of that's going on. You know, a lot of people have fears of, I don't know, boating or whatever, and fears of flying. Oh my
Right.
God, every time I've
Yes.
flown, there have been people out there, white knuckle flyers, right?
Or intoxicated.
Maybe you have fears of the future. Give these folks a call. Schedule an appointment. Community Prevention Services also accepts most insurance plans. 0353-0972. 18 Henderson Drive in Jacksonville. Again, that number, 10-353-0972. Offshore today, southwesterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 4 feet. Waves are coming from the southeast. They're at 3 feet about every 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop tomorrow. Winds out of the kicking up just a little bit, 15 to 20 knots, gust to 25 in the afternoon, 3 to 4 footers. The waves are going to be coming from the south. They're 4 feet tall and they're coming about 5 seconds apart. Easterly later in the day, 2 feet tall. That's good. And they'll be about 10 seconds apart, even better. Sounds and rivers choppy. Wednesday, southwesterly winds 15 to 20, seas 3 to 5, sounds and rivers choppy.
And today we have a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 82. South wind 5 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 66. Tuesday, another 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny with a high near 86. Southwest wind 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 17. Wednesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m., mostly sunny with a high near 91. And just checking my weather app for today, it shows heavy thunderstorms between 2 and 3 today. So we'll see what it
Okay.
brings us. We need the rain, though.
Yeah, we do. My garden needs it. And at 40% chance of rain, I mean 60%
Right.
chance I'll have to water.
Right.
That's the way to put it, right?
You know, you're talking about rain, thunderstorms, and I told you I started watching the Storm Chasers on
Mhm.
YouTube, and I watched some Friday night, Saturday night. these guys are crazy.
Yeah.
They will
Totally
actually drive into the side of a tornado. I'm like, what's,
No.
and this one guy, he had
Death wish.
a rental car because his big thunderstorm tornado chasing vehicle that he has called the Denominator was, I guess, under,
It's
I don't
broken.
know. But he did you just seen the rental? It is dented the heck up. Now, could you imagine taking that back to the rental company?
Yeah. I hope he got insurance on it.
I hope so too, but still.
And I bet you they'll put a clause in there next time. If you drive into a tornado, you ain't going to be renting this car.
It was just, I mean, it was, he got out and was showing all the dents on it. And I'm like, he just rented that this week and it is dented the heck up. I'm like, what? But you know, it is fascinating because I've learned a lot about weather and how tornadoes are formed, and they explain everything, the clouds, and they can look right at the cloud and say, there's a spin in the upper atmosphere and it's going to drop down, and then you'll see a little nub, and then all of a sudden you'll see
Zoom.
it just hits the ground. It's crazy. It's so fascinating.
I've seen them come out of the clouds and stop just
Yes.
below it. I've never seen
Yes.
one actually make its way to the ground.
Saw one happen just over the weekend of that, and then I saw that huge one that hit Oklahoma.
Mhm.
I think it was Friday, but I've always wanted to be a meteorologist, so I find it.
Why?
I love
Can you spell meteorologist?
METEOROLOGIST.
Good girl. You did it right.
I think
You would
I
be
didn't
amazing.
think about it.
That's right.
I won a spelling bee in 5th grade at Thompson Elementary. That's about the only thing I could do.
Was that
right.
word on the?
It was word.
Was it a word?
Yes, it was a word.
Meteorologist.
No,
That would be fun.
I don't recall it being a word, but
Okay, I asked the question before the weather,
right.
and not one
Let's
soul
do
was
this.
called in because nobody, I guess, knows it. And I guess they're Googling.
I'll
It's not turning up anything.
Well,
The first #1 song that lasted for 10 weeks on the Billboard Top 100, the Hot 100, they called it in those days, the Hot 100 list. The first one to hit double digits for 10 weeks, for #1 for 10 weeks, was from Debbie Boone.
yes.
You Light Up My Life. That was the first song. There have been a bunch
love that
since
song.
then. Second one, a few years later, that was 1977, by the way, October
Right.
15th, the first day of oyster season and deer season,
Yeah, you would remember that.
and the anniversary of Hurricane Hazel that hit here in 1954. Okay. Second #1 song that lasted for 10 weeks came about in 1981, just a few years later. Tied. That was Olivia Newton-John.
Let's get physical.
Let's get physical. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
So, End of the Road by the Boys II Men,
Right. I like that.
1992. It took a
They're
while
smooth.
for the next one to come out, and it stayed on the charts for 13 weeks. It broke some records there. 13 weeks. I thought this one would have been sooner.
All time.
14 weeks, 1992. She was the #1 song for 14 weeks. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Just for
That-
your interest, in case you're ever asked in your own trivia on
Loved her.
any of those money-paying games. Let's see, where else were we?
Well, you're talking about music. I don't know. I know you don't watch reality shows, but American Idol this year.
Nope. Nah.
The last 5 that they have up there singing right now that are competing, how do you choose? They're all so good.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
It has been
That's a change.
classic entertainment this year.
I think 2 times that I watched it, I was like, oh God.
Oh no, I've watched it since year 1 when Kelly Clarkson won, but the talent is unbelievable. They have this one guy named Jack,
Mhm.
and when he auditioned, he got voted no. But one of the judges, Luke Bryan, said, "We've made a mistake. We should have voted him in." So they got the crew involved, and the crew voted to bring him back, and they brought him back. And he's in the top 5, and I believe he's going to either win or be second. He is fantastic. The thing with him when he first auditioned, he would make these strange, like overdone faces while he's singing. But he's learned to rein in now. But you talk about his personality has grown and his voice, and all of them. It's been fantastic.
Probably his confidence level has grown too.
a lot
That's
of
good.
confidence. And Lynn's granddaughter is.
Oh, really?
She's in the top 5.
Oh,
Just as cute as can be.
oh, cool.
But I love watching music shows anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not unusual that cops find guns when they conduct drug raids. That sort of goes along with the turf. As often as not, those guns have been reported stolen. Some have been used in crime. Seldom do they find guns lawfully owned or possessed by the folks targeted in the drug takedown. Unfortunately, they find a lot of guns with no real stolen history, and they know that they're stolen,
Right.
but they don't have any way to track it because people did not record their serial numbers and provide it to the police when they called the police, said, my gun's been stolen.
Right.
Y'all get together, get your gun or guns. It may take you a few days, some of you. Get them all together, lay them out, write down their serial numbers, the model of the gun. In other words, if it's a model 29 Smith & Wesson, write
Yes.
that down. Put down the barrel length if you've got it. If you know it, you should know it. Write down the caliber and then take a picture of it. Now, for all of you crooks out there, don't listen to this. For all of you good guys out there,
Yes.
those handguns especially, you can take the grip off.
Right.
Take the grip off and either put a piece of paper with your North Carolina driver's license number, preferably just put NC and your driver's license number.
Right.
Put it on a piece of paper. If you want to and you intend to keep that gun forever and ever and ever, you can engrave it inside that handle.
That's what I did on my 357, the one I used to carry many, many years ago. I took the wood grips off, engraved my driver's license number on it,
Yep.
wood grips back
And then
on
put it in there. First of
That's
all, in
right.
case for whatever reason you did not get it listed, it doesn't get listed. Let's just suppose you're in Podunkville, Kentucky or wherever.
Don't be in New York.
Any podunk place, and your gun is stolen. And you report it stolen. You give them the serial number. You give them all of this good stuff, but they don't file it with NCIC, or National Crime Information Center.
Right.
Sometimes they fail to do things like that. You never can tell. Maybe it doesn't happen that way anymore, but at one time it was not that uncommon.
Right.
So, but if they get you, they open that up and that driver's license that they run isn't listed to the guy that has the gun, then they will reach out to the owner of that driver's license. You have a gun stolen? Yeah, I reported to such and such a department. Yeah,
Right.
but way back when. They said, well, we got your gun. Just hang in there. It's
Yeah.
been done.
Hopefully you'll get it back within a year.
But anyway, in Wayne County, up there near Mount Olive, local, state, and federal officers got a little more than what they were going after. When they raided the Mount Olive home, they found 14 guns, including one having a potential to be a submachine gun, easily converted. That makes it illegal. They also seized cocaine, marijuana, and illicit mushrooms. Jordan Johnston was charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, deliver Schedule I controlled substances, trafficking marijuana, maintaining a dwelling for the sale of controlled substances, possessing a stolen gun, and possessing a weapon of mass destruction. The 24-year-old is being held in the jailhouse. He ain't got no bond put on him. He's there until.
Good.
Deputies also arrested Adrian Purnell Perkins on one charge of trafficking cocaine. The 23-year-old was given a $75,000 secured bond. The secured bond means you're in jail till you can guarantee that you can get the money to get you out. Okay? All right. That's what that's all about.
Oh, did you in Greenville? I don't think you talked about this because this, I think, came out Friday after the show. Greenville police said a man is charged after setting a camper on fire,
Yeah, I saw that.
robbing a store, and barricading himself in a vehicle, leading to a standoff that closed part of the highway on Saturday.
Folks, that's not going to end well for you.
Kristen Hunter with the Greenville Police says Brandon Messier, 31, from Graniteville, Vermont, is charged with burning personal property, flee to elude, possession of stolen motor vehicle, reckless driving to endanger, concealed handgun, resisting, delaying, and obstructing a public officer and having an open container. Additional charges are likely. He poured gasoline on the camper and set it on fire.
He's not real
And a
smart.
bystander was able to put it out with a fire extinguisher.
Oh, that's
That
good.
was in Greenville over the weekend.
Good. Glad they got him.
Good gravy.
Let's say you're a guy and you really like competing in track events, but you pretty much suck. What can
At
you do?
sewing?
At track
what?
events.
Oh, at track. Okay.
I guess to make himself feel good and to bring home a trophy for his parents, this dude, he decided to become a woman and compete as a woman. Camden, now Sadie Schreiner, the transgender, won 3 women's events at the Liberty League Championship meet on Saturday. Schreiner of the Rochester Institute of Technology won the 400 meter with a 55.07 second and the 200 meter at 24.14 seconds. Both times would have been last in the men's races at the meet, yet were school records in the women's category. Are we seeing a problem with this?
I have a problem with it.
Ladies?
My daughter worked hard and ran track and earned a worked out every day. And she competed in a female track competition and she got beat out
By a dude?
By a dude, I'd be mad.
Ladies, sorry for you. Not a lot of chance.
Well,
with the men who really can't compete as men, and they start taking over women's sports, and y'all may have to find something else you can do. I would suggest precision rifle and pistol shooting. You're at least as equal.
Right.
And some say better
Right.
than men. Pretty sure those lassies wouldn't stand a chance. Lassies meaning the others.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. That's a good thought. That's a good thought.
Just
maybe bowling or something.
Well, they got women's leagues there too, and
Yes.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
how well they
well,
do.
look, I was mad when Danica Patrick joined NASCAR and started racing because they went
Well.
from gentlemen start your engines to driver start your
Hey,
engines.
y'all,
That made me
crank 'em up.
mad. I mean, it's always been kind of a guy sport. I mean, there's lots of women who race now, and I
Yeah.
applaud them.
I got no problem
But
with
you
it.
know, I don't know. I guess it was just because it was Danica Patrick. I just
Well, having seen a few of those drivers over the years, I'm not sure gentlemen would have applied anyway.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
It was a good race last night. It rain delayed
Change
for
that
2
topic.
hours, and the last second, when they were coming down to the finish line, the checkered flag, it was car number 17, Chris Buescher, and car number 5, my driver, Kyle Larson,
Mhm.
and they were neck to neck. And when they crossed over, NASCAR ruled the 17 car as a winner, came back a few seconds later and said, no, it was the number 5 who beat him by 0.0000 something of a second. I mean, it was like an inch. What a race. It was like an inch he beat him by. Yay. Yay, Kyle Larson. Yay. Anyway, speaking of race cars and all sorts of crazy stuff,
Well, maybe there's a reason we're not getting any phone calls.
is your phone's not working? Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. While you do that,
Let's try it again.
I'm going to talk about this driver that tried to drive through the White House gates over the weekend.
Uh-oh.
A driver died after a vehicle crashed into the outer perimeter gate of the White House complex, and the incident late Saturday night was being investigated as a traffic crash.
Yeah.
But, the male driver, who was not immediately identified, was found dead in the vehicle following the crash shortly before 10:30 p.m., according to Secret Service.
Did he have a medical condition?
It did not say, but they said the Metropolitan Police Department said the vehicle crashed into a security mirror at the intersection of 15th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. Police
Stunning.
were called to the scene at 10:46 and said one adult male was pronounced dead from the crash into the security barrier around the White House complex.
You know,
So no threat
I
to the
guess it
White
could
House,
be as a
but-
result of the crash, but I would because that's not going to be a high-speed area, right?
No, but
No
drove
seatbelt,
into
perhaps.
it. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
We'll see if more comes out of that or
I'm
not.
sure something will come out of it.
Yeah, you were talking about events over the weekend. The Jacksonville Jamboree. Let
Mhm.
me tell you what, it was over at the Commons. What?
I had to go to the Commons on Saturday morning. I'm like, whoa, where did all
I
these
drove
people
through
come
that
from?
area twice, shortcut, and so I didn't have to take Western. That cars were parked all the way up near the Emergency Operations Center in the recreation park itself, all the way down the sides of the road and into the school's parking lots. I have never
Wow.
seen such a crowd as I did Saturday with that jamboree.
There were lots of people out there. I wonder if they got a perhaps a meeting. The Jacksonville City Council, you calling a special meeting to get a debriefing on how that event went?
I don't think they even want to hear you say that. We have our tourism here that helps with all of that. But but that was huge.
It was. Looked pretty orderly. Lots of good parking there, I can tell you that. And they actually, the parking lots, that when they got filled up, they put a sign out there,
That's
parking lot
right.
is full.
That's right. Yep.
You could leave it, but you
That's
couldn't
right.
go in. That's smart.
Yes.
Save
But
you from driving around
walking.
and around.
People were walking
Yeah.
all that distance. Everybody looked happy. I was like, wow. And the parking lot was full of vendors.
Mhm.
From what I could see, it looks very successful.
Yep.
So congratulations on that.
Okay, let's take a quick break. You're live at Local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Our phones are working. I just double checked them, 910-333-0139. You're live in Local Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Mother's Day is Sunday, May 12th, in case you forgot. So make the mother in your life feel extra special with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. All Mother's Day jewelry is reduced 30% off, and you are guaranteed to find a perfect Mother's Day gift at Barnes Diamond Gallery. Barnes Diamond Gallery has a lovely selection of earrings, bracelets, necklaces, watches, and mother's rings to choose from. In addition, Barnes Diamond Gallery has loose diamonds, emeralds, and pearls. With an in-store jeweler, Barnes Diamond Gallery can custom design a special and unique piece just for you. Being family owned and operated for 40 years, many of our area's mothers and grandmothers grew up with Barnes Diamond Gallery. So why not remember them this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 12th, with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 421 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Remember, Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top prices for gold, sterling silver jewelry, sterling flatware, and diamonds. Happy Mother's Day from Barnes Diamond Gallery.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro can save you money on your automobile insurance with new options that are available now. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you are in good hands, like helping you customize your auto, home, and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own Home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a you and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Save more money on your automobile insurance today with Tammy Fry Allstate. Phone 910-326-5383 today. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty. The only comfort protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. That's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997 with location in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the Carrier experts. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hempstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back live and local Real Talk for the last few minutes here. We got one more commercial break before the end of the show, but you're welcome. Ring us up. Ring-a-dingy time, 910-333-0139. We were talking during the break because you had a couple of comments posted on Facebook
yes,
about the Constitution. They were referencing
insurrection.
Insurrection. Okay, first of all, insurrection is defined. We know what insurrection is. They've got it defined pretty well,
right?
Legally speaking, and that's one of the things. If you're guilty of insurrection, I think that's one of the things that prohibits you from running for president. Goes back 150 years ago.
Back Civil Wars when it was put in there because of that.
Some people these days take exception to that, having been there at that time, because pretty much it was put in there to make sure no Southerner would be running, because they labeled all Southerners as insurrectionists. Not on the books, but that's what it was meant to be.
Right.
If anybody was going to run at that point in time, it would have been somebody, they would have said, oh, no, you're an insurrectionist. You were a Confederate soldier. Really? So I was an insurrectionist. By strict definition, they could probably get away with that without any problem whatsoever, because that was not a legal war.
Like you said, strict definition and or opinion.
Now, what
That's
about
the
today?
problem.
What's insurrection? Well, I think we know, but it's going to be lawyers going to be arguing with lawyers and judges and everything else forever until they get through this mess with Trump, and hopefully nobody or any situation will ever arise again, anything like this. But regardless of what happens, this trial will be used as a benchmark.
Absolutely.
That's what's going according to case law.
And heard me say about rewriting the Constitution. I am not in favor of changing anything about the Constitution. That is our Bible. And you start going in there and you start trying to change stuff. Who's going to be? Who's going to do it? You're going to have the two sides of the Congress, and then your Supreme Court all fighting over it, and wanting it to favor them. I just leave the Constitution alone. It's there.
Well,
it's history.
Yesterday,
yes,
University of Texas at Austin, more than 100 anti-Israel protesters. They once again flocked the South Lawn at the university to demonstrate. I don't know what they were demonstrating, but they were demonstrating stupidity as far as I'm concerned. The crowd yesterday suggested that the anti-Israel demonstrations that have spread like wildfire across U.S. campuses in recent weeks are showing no signs of letting up. The school's newspaper, not that they are biased at all, the Daily Texan, organizers are leading chants and introducing speakers as the crowd continues to grow yesterday. That's what the school's newspaper said. The scene comes after rowdy protests on the campus resulted in more than 80 people arrested earlier last week. Demonstrators had set up tents and a barricade on the south lawn despite lawmakers banning camping in 2021. A UT Austin spokesperson said Monday that guns were found on its campus hidden in a breezeway. Buckets of large rocks, bricks, and steel reinforced wood planks, mallets, and chains were all found on campus that belonged to protester. Okay. At any other time, the federal government would have moved in by now.
Right.
Why not now?
I think we need to shut all the universities down for the summer, send all the kids home. Let them go home, protest in the front yard.
If you pro-Hamas pukes don't know who you're rooting for, pay attention. The terrorist mastermind behind Hamas massacre of nearly 1,200 people, including over 30 Americans, is believed to be using hostages as human shields to hold off Israeli soldiers seeking to capture him in a tunnel deep below Gaza. The shocking information about Hamas kingpin Yahya Sinwar was revealed by General Jack Keane. He's a Fox News Channel senior strategic analyst. Wow. And former U.S. Army Vice Chief of Staff. He did an interview with Sky News Australia on Thursday. The number one leader in Gaza of the Hamas organization has 15 to 20 hostages protecting him and his family. What do you mean protecting him? Well, he's keeping them there as shields between him, his family, and the outside world. In other words, Israel. Keane reiterated what others have maintained about the terrorists. The only reason they continue holding the hostages is to protect themselves from Israeli. They got nothing else to gain. They got to feed them. They got to house them. Israel has dropped leaflets in the Gaza asking for assistance in locating terrorist leaders, including Sinwar. They're offering rewards up to $400,000. Well, let me think about that for just a minute. Sinwar isn't going to be part of any ceasefire deal. He would have to give up his safety shields, the hostages, right away. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has announced a military operation into Rafah, the last major city controlled by Hamas, and where Sinwar is believed to be hiding his hostages. Israel's security objective is also to destroy the tunnels between Egypt and Rafah that enable Hamas to smuggle in weapons. Been wondering where they're getting all that stuff. Are opposed Israel's war plan to defeat Rafah because of concerns of civilian deaths. How many deaths did they have in Israel?
Good question.
Over 1,200. Hamas retains 4 battalions in Rafah, coupled with thousands of terrorist fighters. While the Rafah operation looms, complex negotiations are unfolding in Cairo and may slow the pace of Israel's efforts to root out Hamas terrorists in the city populated with more than 1 million Palestinians. Oh, my. Let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk. Where are you? Nobody's calling. Maybe your phones are broken, not ours. Ours are working.
That's right. Monday.
Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. Don't get too far from your radio. We'll be right back.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Welcome to Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville. Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
The Cub Cadet Ultimate Sales Event is here. Now through May 18th, save on select Cub Cadet lawnmowers, including both gas and battery-powered zero-turns and lawn tractors. The Cub Cadet Ultimate Series, which includes both lap bar and steering wheel models with heavy-duty mowing decks available in a variety of sizes designed to deliver a premium cut. And Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series lawn tractors were engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Don't wait. The Ultimate Sales Event ends May 18th. Head to Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and excellent service. Offer valid 4/14/24 through 5/18/24. Participating Cub Cadet dealers and online at cubcadet.com. Prices may vary by retailer, may not be combined with any other discount or offer, does not apply to prior purchases. Other restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. Whatever you do, you don't want to forget Sunday, May 12th. Why, you ask? Because Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. Since 1950, and being Jacksonville's oldest jeweler, Bryn Mawr Jewelers has celebrated mothers, grandmothers, and even great-grandmothers for 74 years. Wow. Being a mother is the hardest job in the world. And in honor of this special occasion, Bryn Mawr Jewelers, located at 1136 Western Boulevard next to Sam's Club, invites you to their beautiful showcase to check out their special and unique selection of fine diamonds, pearls, emeralds, rings, mother's rings, beautiful watches, and bracelets. And if you prefer, Bryn Mawr Jewelers will gladly design a custom piece just for you. Make mom feel extra special this Mother's Day with a gift from Bryn Mawr Jewelers. Family owned and operated for 74 years. Happy Mother's Day. From the Queen of Diamonds, Lisa Lutz Keys and Luke Keys of Bryn Mawr Jewelers. Phone 910-455-2994. Online at brynmawrjewelers.com.
If you're looking for a home, or perhaps you want to sell your house, why would you not pick a realtor that knows Eastern North Carolina? Candy Brown Thompson has lived her entire life in this area and knows the territory like the back of her hand. She's a realtor with Century 21 Champion in Jacksonville and is known as a professional that will do everything possible to find the right home to meet your needs. It matters not whether you're looking for a small starter home or you're ready for a larger home. Candy will stick her neck out and check out homes throughout the eastern part of the state. She's known to look high and low and show you as many houses as you want until you have found the perfect house you can turn into a home. Throughout the process, she'll treat you with grace, kindness, and integrity, and you'll love her sense of humor. For a realtor dedicated to her clients, give Candy Brown Thompson of Century 21 Champion a call at 910-787-5600. That's 910-787-5600.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, and let's see, I've had a bunch of minutes here to talk. Well, finally, somebody's going to talk back to me.
And good morning.
Steve, what's up?
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
Oh, doing pretty good. I wanted to call and give you a radio check this morning. It sounds like you weren't getting no love.
Check.
We're here.
I'm riding around with my grandson. We're hitting the plant stores this morning. I'm trying to find some bush variety tomatoes. They seem to be R&G between this year.
Oh, no.
I don't think I've seen any, to be honest with you. The bush?
I found some better bush, but I'm
I
trying to
saw
find the bush
those too.
alive.
Yeah.
I need some cherry tomatoes.
I get the sweet one. Well, I got a big old bush out there that's growing. Oh, it's already
been
gone beyond
eating
the
'em.
tomato cage. I
I've
gotta
been
be
eating 'em.
I gotta get bigger tomato cages.
I've been eating them when you weren't looking.
No, outside they don't have any yet.
Oh, okay.
You've eaten the ones from the inside.
Oh yeah, they're good.
They're
too.
sweet too. They
I'm
say
trying
sugar.
me some homemade topsy-turvies this year. You know what a topsy-turvy is, right?
I've seen them, yeah.
Where you grow the tomato plant upside down. I
Yep.
got me some 4-gallon buckets and drilled
Yes.
them and turned them into the kind of the same thing.
He's-
And got them hanging up.
Tried. I was given one time. It came along strong for a while, then just suddenly it just didn't do anything. I don't know.
Now he's smart. He sent me pictures of buckets that he bought at Walmart,
Uh-huh.
and he's using them to grow his plants in. I mean, it was genius.
Bucket upside
Yeah,
down.
they're in the over there in the laundry section. They got those 17 and 20-gallon tubs with the rope handles.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're less than $10 a piece, so they're very economical.
Yeah,
for
they're kind of easy to move around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I ought to get for the
But,
pineapples that I'm growing.
Yes.
Yeah, they would be good for that. That'd be a good one. You can get them at Lowe's too, but they're like about $11. I think they're a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right.
But, yeah. But
Or-
yeah, so trying them topsy turvies this year, and what I found with the store bought version is that the actual planter size is too small and they dry out too fast. I was
Hey,
having
but
to
that's
water
what
them
I
like
got.
3 times a day.
Hmm.
And so that's why I wanted to try it with a 4 or 5 gallon bucket. It had quite a bit more soil to it. So
The ones I was
we're gonna
impressed
see.
with.
They're growing good so far.
Well, the one I was impressed with was what my wife got. She got this little hydroponic thing going last fall sometime
Right.
and planted seeds in it. It's produced those little sweet 100s that are so
Oh, yeah.
sweet. And not one of them has had a bug on them. We don't keep bugs in the house. And there's no soil for them to grow in. They just grow in the water. And she has raised so many of those things. Lord of mercy, great
Oh,
for
yeah.
salads, great to walk by
Yeah.
and steal them when she's not looking. I mean, I really didn't do it. Lee did it. I didn't do it.
What?
Robbie Lee was the one stealing them, Robbie, not me.
I didn't steal them. I just took them and ate them.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to call and say this morning and tell y'all to have a blessed day.
You
Enjoy
too.
the
You too.
sunshine while it lasts.
Oh, we're going to have a little bit of rain this week, but it's good for the garden.
Yes, good for the garden.
I hope we do anyway.
60% chance I got to water, 40% chance it'll rain.
I'm already tired of dragging the sprinkler around the yard. I'm ready to see some rainfall.
I understand. All right, Steve, have a great day.
Hey, real quick, thanks, Dave. Real quick, I just let everybody know I posted a very feel-good story on our page.
Oh, really?
Written by Chris Miller, Jacksonville Daily News, about this gentleman, Edward Williams, with the Richlands High School.
Mm-hmm.
He was going about his business inside the Richlands High School baseball press box, preparing to soon sing the national anthem and work the scoreboard during the final game this season. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary for 52-year-old Williams. He sat in his normal spot above the backstop and watched below as the team recognized seniors on senior night. Then something caught him by surprise. He was asked to join the players and coaches on the field for a special ceremony to honor his contributions
Wow.
to the school's athletic program.
Excellent.
And they ended up naming the press box the Edward Williams press box
Well,
after him.
that is good.
So read the story. It goes into more depth.
I like those kinds of
Excellent story
stories.
written by
Like
Chris
good
Miller. So I give me goosies.
Yeah,
I always
that's
like
nice.
reading something nice.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
Tomorrow we'll be talking about a bunch of stuff. We've got,
Yes, we have.
we got Mike Canero,
That's
Chief Mike
right.
Canero coming in here tomorrow.
That's right.
7:30. Yes, 7:30. He's going to be with us as long as we need him, and as long as he will give us time. Talk about some changes that are coming up in the hierarchy of the JPD. So we'll talk about that. But he's not going anywhere.
No, not for a while.
Yep, he'll be
Staying
here.
with us.
So that's a good thing. Just a different title. Well, an expanded title.
Right.
Let's just put it that way.
Right.
So we'll be talking with Chief Nero tomorrow morning at 7:30. So hang in there
Be
for
in
that
the
one.
studio.
Also, something else I got to take another look at this. For whatever reason, we have stopped. We put a hold on shipments of U.S. manufactured bullets. Anything that we got that we make here, ammunition and stuff
Right.
like that, we're not shipping it to Israel anymore. So now they're seeking another source of ammo
Well,
to do battle. And
haven't we given them enough? Not saying anything
well,
bad.
at the same time, though, we're telling them don't defend yourselves and do not go into Rafah. Maybe that's the way we're forcing them not to go and do what they want to do.
Interesting. We'll have to delve into that more. I'd like to hear both sides.
You can
of
rest
that
assured somebody's going to come to their aid. And if it's not us aiding one of our allies, our strongest ally out there, period, who's it going to be?
You know, we're the nation's police officer. So.
All right. Coming up now, it's going to be Fox News, 60-second news at 10 o'clock this morning. Another dose of the Daily D's, Rick D's. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, the one, the only, the man, it's Hollywood Man in the house. We'll see you in the morning, live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME, WSME971.com. Heard around the world. See you in about 22 hours.
WSME.